Rafizi, Ramli and Nik Nazmi have officially resigned as MPs. They submitted their former letters to notify the Dewan Rakyat Speaker of this today. Meanwhile, PKR Secretary General has claimed that the two are still bound by the party's election bond and will have to pay 10 million ringgit. Rafizi, Ramli and Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad have submitted their former letters to Dewan Rakyat Speaker Johari Abdul to notify him of their resignations as members of parliament. The duo said they are vacating the parliamentary seats for Pandan and Setiawangsa in line with their intention to pursue a new political agenda.
They added that the right and honourable course of action is to return the mandate to the constituents of Pandan and Setiawangsa, given that they were elected on a Pakatan Harapan ticket in the last general election. The two also thanked voters for electing them to represent their constituencies in Parliament. They added that their service centres will continue to operate as normal to provide assistance and support to constituents. Rafizi and Nik Nazmi also reiterated that they will contest the same seats under the Bersama platform in the forthcoming general election. The duo had announced that they will be taking over the party yesterday. Rafizi and Nik Nazmi had also announced that they would vacate their parliament seats today, send resignation letters to PKR, and join Bersama as members on Tuesday. Bersama, or the Malaysian United Party, is based in Penang and was registered in 2016.
Still on the topic, PKR Secretary General Fuziah Salleh has claimed that she has timestamp evidence that Rafizi and Nik Nazmi had already joined Parti Bersama Malaysia on Saturday, thereby violating their 2022 election bond with PKR. According to her, the evidence refuted the duo's plans to avoid paying PKR 10 million ringgit in penalties each.
Yesterday, when unveiling their plans to jump ship to Bersama, Rafizi and Nik Nazmi said they would submit their resignation as MPs today and then quit PKR and join Bersama tomorrow. Rafizi said this sequence of events would void their election bond with PKR, which he said is only applicable to those who kept their seats. However, Fuziah claimed that the evidence showed that the duo had already made the jump to Bersama on Saturday. She was quoted as saying by Utusan Malaysia Today that in Bersama's website, there is a timestamp that they registered on the 17th. When contacted, Fuziah revealed to Malaysia Kini that the evidence referred to Rafizi and Nik Nazmi being listed as Bersama's leaders on the website. However, this does not mean that they have formally submitted membership applications, as Rafizi said he intended to do so on Tuesday. Fuziah said PKR legal advisors will study the matter further before deciding whether or not to sue the duo for the 10 million ringgit penalty.
From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us.
Meanwhile, DAP veteran Tony Phua has told MPs who have expressed their intent to stand against their own parties in the next general election to just leave. He said this while commenting on Rafizi and Nik Nazmi vacating their seats and quitting PKR to join Bersama.
In a post on Facebook, Phua stated that although he disagreed with Rafizi and Nik Nazmi's position, they did the right thing by leaving the party and vacating seats won under the party's banner. He added that those who have expressed similar intentions but do not want to vacate their seats are just ballless self-serving chickens who can't bear to lose the remaining months of their MP allowance. Without naming names, he said voters should reject such politicians regardless of which party they contest for. He also called on voters to petition for them to resign from their seats. Besides Rafizi and Nik Nazmi, there were 6 PKR MPs at the event yesterday.
One of the PKR MPs at the event yesterday was Subang MP Wong Chen. Following the event, Wong had indicated that he may eventually leave PKR for Bersama. However, he stopped short of saying whether he will vacate his seat before the dissolution of the Dewan Rakyat.
According to The Scoop, Wong said that if he decides to stand in the next general election, it will be as a Bersama candidate. Wong was among 8 PKR lawmakers present at yesterday's event, where Rafizi, Ramli and Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad announced their decision to move to Bersama and vacate their seats. Balik Pulau MP Bakhtiar Wan Cik, Ampang MP Rozia Ismail, Sungai Sipu MP S. Kesavan and Wang Semaju MP Zahir Hassan were also seen in a photo session with Rafizi and Nik Nazmi. Petaling Jaya MP Lee Chen Chong was also later spotted in attendance. Last night, PKR Secretary General Fuziah Salleh said that Rafizi and Nik Nazmi's party membership had been automatically terminated following their announcement. She said that in accordance with Clause 9(1)(c) of the party constitution, membership is automatically terminated upon a declaration of leaving the party. She added that PKR would also determine the membership status of other party MPs who attended the program.
If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe.
Moving on to Johor, UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Ahmad Saleh has hit out at the state's Pakatan Harapan Chief Aminul Huda Hassan over his remarks about burying UMNO in the next Johor election, saying no one should presume beyond God's power. He said Harapan should be grateful it now has a chance to contest more seats.
In a Facebook post last night, he urged all sides to let voters decide, adding that if they are talking about burying UMNO, the party may as well leave the unity government. Yesterday, Aminul Huda had told coalition members that it was clear Harapan and BN could no longer work together and that the latter must be defeated. This was in response to BN's statements that it would contest all 56 state seats in the next Johor polls. Speaking at the Harapan National Convention in Johor Bahru, Aminul Huda said that Johor is where UMNO was born and there was a time when Harapan had figuratively buried them there at their birthplace. He added that God willing, in this coming election, Harapan will bury them for a second time. Harapan had ousted BN from power in Johor during the 2018 general election. However, BN returned to the helm in 2020 after Bersatu left Harapan. The state held a snap election in 2022, which saw BN winning a supermajority thanks to low turnout, benefiting it in multi-cornered fights. In the 2022 general election, BN won just 9 out of 25 parliament seats in Johor.
While we are on the topic of Johor, Pakatan Harapan chairperson Anwar Ibrahim intends to meet UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi to discuss current political developments concerning the upcoming state election there. Anwar said he hoped the discussion would be held harmoniously for the mutual benefit of both parties.
Speaking at an event in Johor yesterday, he said although the announcement has been made by Johor BN Chief On Hafiz Ghazi, he will meet the UMNO presidents and negotiate properly. He questioned why they should fight over it and stressed that if they fight, those below them will quarrel too. Anwar added that what is important is their effort to help the people. He also urged voters to give strong support to Harapan candidates should the coalition contest in the election. He also reminded all political leaders to consistently go to the ground and engage with the people instead of appearing only during election season. Anwar was commenting on Hafiz's statements that UMNO and BN were prepared to contest all 56 Johor state seats in the upcoming state election after receiving the approval of the party leadership.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm John. Thanks for watching.